Welcome students. Last time we studied about arithmetic progression, and arithmetic progression in the last time we have to write the first four terms when the first term a and the common difference d, that is if the value of a is equal to 10 and then d is equal to 10, then we have to write a plus d, a plus 2d and a plus 3d. In the same way, suppose if the value of first term is minus 1.25 and d stand for common difference and d is equal to minus 0.25. Now first of all, let them I can write the first four terms. What are the first four terms? A is called the first term, and then second term is a plus d, and then third term is a plus 3d and a plus 2d. Then again the fourth term is a plus 3d. Now these are the a first term, a plus d second term, a plus 2d third term, a plus 3d fourth term. Now what you have to do? They are already given the value of a and d, where a is called the first term and d is called the common difference. Now substitute these values a and d in this first four terms. Now here the first term is a. A means in the place of a you have written minus 1.25. This is the value of first term. Second term is a is minus 1.25 plus, in the place of d what you have written, you have to write in the bracket minus 0.25. Then again this is first term, this is second term. Then third term minus 1.25 plus 2 into, write the value of d in the bracket. What is the value of d in the bracket? Minus 0.25. Then again fourth term is a means minus 1.25 plus 3 into d means minus 0.25. Then here I have written the values of first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Then again what do you mean first term a, that is minus 1.25. Then again second term minus 1.25. Now here you have to remove the bracket because minus 0.25 is under the bracket. First of all multiply the sign, then multiply the number. Plus into minus, minus. Then here there is no number. You have to imagine it is 1. 1 into 0.25, it is 0.25. Right as it is. Then again the third term is minus 1.25 plus into minus, minus 2 into 0.25 is equal to minus 0.50. Minus 0.50. Then again fourth term is minus 1.25 plus into minus, minus. Then again 3 into 25 it is minus 0.5. Then here what you are observing, the first term is minus 1.25, you write as it is, that is minus 1.25. What do you mean second term? Second term is minus 1.25 minus 0.25. Now what you are observing in these both cases, both having the same sign, that means minus, minus. If they are having the same sign, you add. If they are having different sign, you subtract. Now this is the sum of the two negative integers, negative, so it means you have to add minus 1.50. How we got 1.50? You take one, for example, what is the first term? Minus 1.25. Then what is the second, that is what is the mean, that is the other number is minus 0.25, minus 0.25. Now 5 plus 5 how much? 10. Carry out to 1. 2 plus 2 4. 4 plus 1 5. Then 1 plus 0 1. So the second term is minus 1.50. Then again third term. This also carries the same sign, that means sum of the two negative integers negative, that means minus 1.25, then minus 0.5. If we add, we get minus 1.75. Then again this also, suppose if you add minus 1.25, then again minus 0.75. 5 plus 5 10, carry out 1. 2 plus 2 plus 7 9, 9 plus 1 10, carry out 1. 1 plus 1 2. That means the fourth term is how much you get? 2.00. So these are the first four terms. When the value of a is equal to minus 1.24 and when the value of d is equal to minus 0.25, the values of four terms is first term is minus 1.25, second term is minus 1.50, third term is minus 1.75, and then fourth term is 2.00. Then again here, suppose these are the examples of arithmetic progression. This is the exercise from the exercise number 1.2. Second main, these are the two quarters. Then again another in exercise 1.1, third main. What do you mean called a third main? What are there in the third main? In the third main, for the following APs, for the following APs, write the first term, and the CD. CD means a commutator. Now here they will give some values. For example, suppose number 1, what you are observing here, 3, 1, minus 1, and then minus 3, and so on. Now what you are observing here, what is the question? In the question they have mentioned, for the following APs write the first term. What do you mean first term? It is a as well as a common difference. That means we have to find the value of A as well as the value of D. Now here what you are observing in this figure, first term is 3, second term 1, third term minus 1, fourth term minus 3. Now there is no need to write the first 4 terms, just you have to write the value of A and D, where A stands for the first term. Now A is equal to, how much you get here? 3. Then D we have to write. D stands for common difference. So we know the formula to find out the common difference. D is equal to A2 minus A1. What do you mean A2? Minus 1. Minus of A1 is 3. A1 is 3. So what you are observing? Minus 1, minus 3. They are having the same sign. Better to add. Now minus here. A2 is 1. A2 is 1. And then A1 is 3. Now here A2 is 1 is means it is a plus, because here there is no sign. So what you are observing, I already told you that if they are having the same sign, add. If they are having different sign, subtract, but you have to put the sign of the bigger term. For example, suppose if you subtract 1 from the 3, how much you get? 2. Which what you have to put the sign? We have to put the sign the bigger term. Which is the bigger term? 3. So it is a minus 2. So D is equal to minus 2. That's all. So in this question, what we have learned? We have learned how to write the first term as well as the common difference. First term we can write as it is, what we will get as it is. Then again, common difference we have to use the formula. Unless we use the formula, we cannot write the common difference. And then common difference is equal to A2 minus A1. Now here what you are observing, A1, A2, A3, A4. Take example number 1. This is the A1, A2. Formula is A2 minus 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 means we have to subtract. If we subtract, we get 2. The bigger term is 3. Therefore, it is minus 2. Therefore, in arithmetic version in 1.3, let them today we study n term of an AP. N term of an AP, where A stands for arithmetic, P stands for progression. The general formula to find out the n term of an AP is equal to AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now suppose if they are going to ask find the n term of an AP means we have to use the general formula AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, where AN, now afterwards we have to write what are the contents in the formula. Now what do you mean AN? AN stands for nth term. Nth term, as well as it will call the last term. And A is called the first term. A is called the first term. And N stands for number of the terms. Whenever you heard the word of N, it means a number of the terms. Number of the terms. And then D stands for common difference. D stands for common difference. D stands for common difference. So this is the general formula to find out the n term of NAP. An is equal to a plus n minus 1a, where an is called the n term, or otherwise you can say it is last term, and a is called the first term, and n is called the number of the terms, and then d stand for the common difference. Find the 10th term. Find the 10th term of the AP 2, 7, 12 and so on. Now in this, first of all, before solving the problem, we have to write the solution. In the solution, we have to write what is here. A10 is a question mark. Okay. Then what is the first term? 2. And then D means A2 minus 7. 7 minus 2, 5. 12 minus 7, 5. So D is equal to 5. Then write down the general formula of n term. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. What you have to find? A10. So in the place of n, you have to write A10. In the place of A, what you have to write? 2. Then n means 10 minus 1 into D means 5. 2 plus, subtract 1 from 10, how much get? 9. 9 into 5, or A10 is equal to 2 plus 9 5 is 45. 45 plus 2, how much? 47. And 47 is nothing but it is the 10th term of an AP. It is a 10th term of an AP. Then again here, for example, another example. Which of the following which term of the AP 21, 18, 15 and so on is minus 81, also is any term 0, give example. This is one of the example, because give reason. Now first of all, read the question. Which term of the AP 21, 18, 15 is minus 81, also is any term 0, given reason. What happens, sometimes they are going to give the examples also in the board examination. Now first of all, I can write the solution. In the solution, let us write what is the value of A? 21. And then what is the value of D? D here, how we are going to find D? Here 21, 18, 15. The formula D is equal to A2 minus A1. Here A1, A2, A3. For example, A2 is 18 and A1 is 21. Subtract 21 from 18, how much you get? 3. So which is the bigger term? 21. What is the sign of 21? Minus. So D is equal to minus 3. D is equal to minus 3. As well as what is the value of AN? AN is equal to minus 81. A1 is equal to minus 81. Afterwards, I want to write the general formula for an n term of an AP. Now what is the n term here? AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Then again here you have to substitute the value of AN, A and D. What is the missing number here? N. It is already mentioned in the question. Which term? I already told that term is, the meaning of term is n. Now here we want to find n. Now what do you mean AN? AN is equal to minus 81. Then A is how much? 21. And n minus 1 into D is how much? Minus 3. Minus 81 is equal to 21. Do not go to multiply. First of all, multiply the sign. Now what you are observing? N minus 1 into minus 3. Minus 3 means first of all we have to multiply minus into plus. Minus 3 into n, 3n. Minus to minus plus. 3 ones are 3. Then again 21 plus 3, how much it is? 24. 24 minus 3n is equal to minus 81. or minus 81 so transfer 24 on the left hand side, it becomes a plus 24, minus 24 is equal to minus 3n. Now we are observing on the left hand side minus 81 minus 24, add 4 plus 1 5, 4 plus 1 5 and 2 plus 8 10, minus 105 is equal to minus 3n. On both sides minus is common factor, therefore it is a cancel. 105 is equal to 3n or n is equal to 105 divided by 3. How many times cancel? 3 3s are 9. Carry out 1. Then again take 5 15. For example, here I will write here 105 divided by 3. 3 3s are 9. Subtract 9 from 10 1. Carry out 5 15. 5 3s are 15. So what is the value of here? N is equal to 35. Suppose in the question they have given, suppose in place of an is equal to 0, what is the value of a? What is the value of n? For example, so again you repeat the formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, where n is 0, a is 21, n we do not know, minus 3. Then again 21 plus into minus 3n plus 3. How much is it here? 24 minus 3n. Or n is equal to, transfer this 24 on the other side, it is minus 24 is equal to minus 3n. Minus cancel. Therefore n is equal to 24 by 3, that is n is equal to 8. Therefore when the value of an is equal to minus 81, then the value of n is equal to 35. When the value of an is equal to 0, then n is equal to 8. This is how we have found out the value of n. When the value of an is equal to minus 81, then the value of n is equal to 35. When the value of an is 0, then n is equal to 8. Then again, what I am observing here, one more question I want to write. These are the examples I am doing, because sometimes what happens, they are going to ask in the examination. For that purpose, I am telling that you should not ignore examples. Along with exercise, you have to carry out the examples and you must try to solve the problem. Determine the AP. Determine the AP whose third term is 5, whose seventh term is, and seventh term is 9. First of all, you have to read the question. What is in the question? Determine the AP whose third term is 5 and seventh term is 9. What do you mean AP? AP is a arithmetic progression. Whenever you arise the question, determine AP means we have to write A as well as we have to find the value of D. Now in this question they have not mentioned A and D. First of all, write down the solution. In the solution, what you are going to write? A3 is equal to how much? 5. And then A7 is equal to how much? 9. Now here A3 is equal to 5, A7 is equal to 9. Suppose if I write A3 means A plus 3 minus 1 into D, because we know formula AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, where AN means A3 and A you write as it is. In the place of n you write 3 minus D, or A3 is equal to A plus 2D. Then what do you mean A3? A3 is equal to 5. For this I can write A plus 2D is equal to 5. Call this equation number 1. Then come to the second one, A7. Now I don't want to repeat the AN is A plus n, it is understood. A7 I can write directly. A7 is equal to A plus 6D, because 7 minus 1 is 6. Then A plus 6D is equal to, what is the value of A7? 9. Call this equation number 2. Now you have to solve just like a simultaneous equation. Now let them we can write, this is equation number 2. What do you mean equation number 2? A plus 6d is equal to 9. What do you mean equation number 1? A plus 2d is equal to 5. Write down equation number 1 in equation number 2. That is a plus 2d is equal to 5. This is equation number 1. Now if we want to know a and a, you have to cancel. Here both having the same sign. So what is the, now here suppose if I am going to subtract. Subtract means in the denominator we have to change the sign. Minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. This is minus, this is minus, this is minus. Plus a minus a cancel. Subtract 2d from 6d, how much you get? Plus 4d. And then subtract 5 from 9, how much you get? Plus 4. Or d is equal to 4 divided by 4, that is equal to d is equal to 1. That means the value of d is equal to 1. Now what you have to find another? We have to find the value of a. To find out the value of a, you take any equation. For example, what we are having, equation number 1, a plus 2d is 5. Equation number 2, a plus 6d is 9. You take any one equation. For example, if I take a plus 2d is equal to 5. Now here just now we have find out the value of d. Substitute the value of d in equation, in this equation number 1. But we do not know a, you write a as it is. In the place of 2d means, in the bracket you write the value of d. What is the value of d? 1 is equal to 5. Then a plus 2 ones are 2 is equal to 5. Or a is equal to, subtract, then transfer 2 on the right hand side, it becomes minus 2. Subtract 2 from 5, how much you get? 3. So what is the value of a? 3. What is the value of d? Determine AP means we have to write a first term, a plus d second term, a plus 3d and a plus 4d. Now here you have to write the value of a. What is the value of a? 3. Then 3 plus 1. Then 3 plus 2 into 1. Then 3 plus 3 into 1. 3 you write as that is. 3 plus 1 4. 3 plus 2 ones are 2. 3 plus 3 ones are 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the APs. Determine AP means we have to write 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how we have find out the values of when A3 is equal to 5 and A7 is 9, then the value of A is equal to 3 and value of D is equal to 1. Afterwards you have to write the determines A plus D, A plus B, A plus D and so on. So when we write determine means that 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this what we come to conclusion, what I have written 3, the 3 is nothing but is the first term. Already we got first term. And common difference is 1. Now A1, A2, A3. Subtract 3 from 4. Now subtract 3 from 4, 1. Subtract 4 from 5, 1. Subtract 5 from 6, 1. So this is how we are run.